Both India and Pakistan have very powerful and well-equipped air forces. And in this episode, I'm going to give you a side-by-side look at these two air forces, from their size, their structure, as well as we're going to be looking at some of the inventory that they have and more. Welcome everyone, my name is Leroy Kenton and this is FTD Facts, the channel where we share facts and information with you about the different countries, cultures, and people from all around the world. And a lot more of you have been requesting for us to do more videos about the military of different countries, so I decided to share some facts with you about Pakistan's Air Force and India's Air Force. And by the way, if you have not seen my video that shows the difference between the India and Pakistan's military in general, I highly recommend that you watch it after this episode. I'll link to it. If you're somebody that's watching that's from Pakistan or India, or you just love learning about the different militaries, give this video a big thumbs up. And if this is your first time here at FTD Facts, yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss any videos like this when we post them. Okay, so let's jump into the facts. Let's start off with a general overview of their air forces, then we're gonna get more into the juicy stuff. So first up, looking at Pakistan. The Pakistan's Air Force, abbreviated as PAF, is the 7th largest air force and the largest of all the Muslim countries. The Pakistan Air Force has two main tasks. The first task is to provide aerial defense for Pakistan, and the second is to provide air logistics support for the Pakistan Army. The Pakistan Air Force was founded on August 14, 1947, when Pakistan was originally carved out of the Indian subcontinent. The British left the subcontinent after dividing it into two separate sovereign states, one being India, one being Pakistan, and then the Pakistan Air Force was born immediately afterwards. Now, the air headquarters is in Islamabad, Pakistan, and structurally, the PAF is divided into commands. A command is a subdivision of the Air Force that is assigned to a major role and reports to the air headquarters. There are 5 commands in total. The first one being the Northern Air Command, or the NAC, and its headquarters is in Peshawar. Then there is the Central Air Command, the CAC, and that's in Lahore. Following that is the Southern Air Command, or the SAC, located in Faisal, Karachi. Following that is the Air Defense Command, or the ADC, and they're based in Chaklala, Rawalpindi. And finally, we have the Air Force Strategic Command, or the AFSC, and its headquarters is in Islamabad. Then there are the direct reporting units. So these units are subdivisions of the Air Force directly subordinate to the air headquarters, and they operate independently of all 5 commands or any other field operation agency. And these units are the PAF Academy, the PAF Air War College, the Air Weapons Complex, Pakistan Aeronautical Complex, or the PAC, and this, I'm going to dive a little bit more into this. So the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex is located in Kamra in Attock, and it reports directly to the Ministry of Defense. They produce aircrafts and they provide maintenance to aircrafts and radar systems used by Pakistan's Air Force. Now, surprisingly, it also provides maintenance services to foreign countries, and it's always interesting to me when I see countries working on other countries' militaries, like, oh, your fighter jet isn't stabilized? Well, let me fix that for you. Just don't hurt us, please. But you know what? As much of a bad idea as it may appear to be, these collaborations with other countries also can be beneficial. For one, it brings in money to the Pakistani economy, and two, when you're the one that another country is dependent on for a particular service, you know, you can use that as leverage if you ever need. Now, the PAC often jointly works with Turkey and China, and its aircrafts have been exported to places like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, and the UAE. Now, if you are interested in joining Pakistan's Air Force, the branches you can serve in are the general duties, either as a pilot, navigator, or air signaler. There's air defense, engineering, logistics, information technology, education, accounts, legal, meteorology, administration and special duties, and medical. So lots of options to choose from. So now I want to move over into India's Air Force. So the Indian Air Force, commonly called the IAF, is ranked 4th in the world, and its main objective is to defend the airspace of India and conduct aerial warfare. The Indian Air Force's headquarters is in New Delhi, India, and was originally founded on October 8th, 1932. The motto of the Air Force of India is "Touch the sky with glory," and that line was taken from the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And that's where we see Lord Krishna saying these words to Arjuna during the Great War of Mahabharata. Lord Krishna shows his divine form to Arjuna, and this divine form of Lord Shiva is reaching in the sky with glory, and it invokes fear and the loss of self-control in the mind of Arjuna. So similarly, the Indian Air Forces seeks to overwhelm its enemies using their air power. So there's a lot that goes into their motto, and they do their best to really stick to that. Like, they do not play around in this Air Force. Now, the last decade of the 20th century saw a phenomenal change in the structure of the Indian Air Force. One of the most notable structural changes is we saw the IAF inducting women into service. The IAF has 7 commands, under whom are various stations and units located at various places in India. Under their air headquarters, the 7 commands are the Western Air Command, Eastern Air Command, Central Air Command, Southwestern Air Command, Southern Air Command, the Training Air Command, and finally the Maintenance Command. As an officer in the Indian Air Force, depending on your qualifications, you can join one of the various branches. The Air Force has 3 main branches which have some sub-branches. So the first branch is the flying branch, and they have 3 sub-branches. That's the fighters, transports, and helicopters. The second branch is the ground duty or the technical branch, and its sub-branches are mechanical and electronics. And the third and final branch is the ground duty non-technical branch. And here we have sub-branches of administration, accounts, logistics, education, and meteorology. Now, before I continue, just letting you know that we have made videos comparing the different fighter jets that are used in India and Pakistan's Air Force, as well as we've done videos about the military comparison on a whole. So you can watch these videos in the playlist that I have. I'll put it in the card section of this episode. I'll also link to it down below in the video description box, as well as I'll have an annotation to it at the end of this episode. I highly recommend, so you can get all caught up with the information about India and Pakistan's military. Now I want to look at the air power of these 2 nations. So first up, with Pakistan's air power, they have a total aircraft strength of 1,342. Pakistan's Air Force has a total of 348 fighter jets, 438 attack aircrafts, 51 transport aircrafts, 499 trainer aircrafts, and their total helicopter strength is 322, and they have 55 attack helicopters. The AFFDP 2019, or the Armed Forces Development Program 2019, would oversee the modernization of Pakistan's Air Force from the year 2006 up until 2019. So there have been a lot of changes and upgrades to this Air Force. And really the most capable fighter jet in the Pakistan's Air Force from the years 1983 to 2007 has been the F-16 Fighting Falcon. 40 of the F-16AB Block 15 models were delivered from 1983 to 1987, and 14 more were later delivered during the years of 2005 to 2008. Now, looking at the combat aircraft inventory in Pakistan's Air Force, we see that they have the Mirage 5, the Mirage 3, Chengdu J7, JF-17 Thunder, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. And for trainer aircraft, there's also the Mirage 5 and the Mirage 3. They also have the Cessna T-37, the Hongdu JL-8, the Chengdu J7, the Shenyang J6, the Shenyang J5, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, and the Aerospatial Alouette 3. And as you can probably tell by the names of some of these aircrafts, Pakistan does a lot of collaborations with China. Now, if you want to fly one of these planes, you really got to come correct, because the Pakistan Air Force is very selective when it comes to choosing the men and women to fly these crafts. The selected candidates then proceed to the PAF Academy, Rasalpur. Now, the criteria for applying as a pilot, your nationality for both male and female must be Pakistani. At the time of application, you must be unmarried, and your age must be between the ages of 16 and 22. The height requirement is 163 centimeters for both male as well as females. Now there's a 4-year training at the PAF Academy, Rissalper. Now qualification is FSC with 60% marks in aggregate in any one of the following disciplines: pre-engineering, pre-medical, computer sciences, and A-level in physics, math, and English. There's also an intelligence test, which is followed by an academic test in certain subjects such as math, physics, and English. Then there's a preliminary medical examination test, which is followed by an interview. Then from there, the shortlisted candidates are selected for the ISSB, or the Inter-Service Selection Board, and the final selection of candidates will be through the general headquarters of the PAF, and then when you complete your training, you'll be approved to fly. Whew! So now let's look at India's air power. The total aircraft strength of the Indian Air Force is 2,082. There is 520 fighter aircraft, 694 attack aircrafts, 248 transport aircrafts. They also have 364 trainer aircrafts, and their total helicopter strength is 692, and they have 17 attack helicopters. The Indian Air Force has aircrafts and equipment from Russia, the British, French, Israelis, the US, as well as, of course, domestic Indian origins. Now, when we look at the combat aircrafts in India's inventory, we see that they have the MiG-21, the MiG-29, the HAL Tejas, the Mirage 2000, Sukhoi Su-30, Dassault Rafale, the Seppicat Jaguar, and the MiG-27. Now, in terms of trainer aircrafts, they have the BAE Hawk, the HAL Kiran, the MiG-21 Russia Conversion Trainer, the MiG-23 Russia Conversion Trainer, the Seppicat Jaguar, the Mirage 2000, and the Pilatus PC-7. Now, anyone with an Indian citizenship can apply to be an officer in the Air Force as long as they meet the eligibility requirements. There are 4 entry points to becoming an officer. So male applicants who are between the ages of 16 and a half and 19 have to have completed high school graduation, and they can apply at the intermediate level. Male and female applicants who have graduated from the college, completing a 3-year course, and are between the ages of 18 and 28, they can apply at the graduate level. And graduates of engineering colleges can apply at the engineering level if they are between the ages of 18 and 28 years old. The age limit for the flying and ground duty branch is 23 years of age, and for the technical branch, it's 28 years old. After completing a master's degree, both male and females between the ages of 18 and 28 years old can apply at the postgraduate level. Postgraduate applicants do not qualify for the flying branch. Now, for the technical branch, the age limit is 28 years old, and for the ground duty branch, it's 25 years old. And at the time of application, all applicants under the ages of 25 years old must be single, and the IAF selects candidates for their officer training from these applicants. After training is complete, then a candidate is commissioned as a flying officer. And that's what it takes. So there you have it. Those are the differences, or some of the differences at least, between India and Pakistan's air forces. And I mean, I haven't barely even got started. Like, I haven't even touched the combat history of the Air Forces. I haven't even touched the specific functions of the aircrafts or even future plans of the Air Force. So I probably will need to do another episode just to fit in every single thing that I want to share with you guys. But obviously this video has been long enough, and either way, you know, we have some cool military videos that I'll link to. You can also follow me on social media. I'll have those links down below as well. And thanks for hanging out with me in this episode. Keep on learning. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I'll see you real soon. Hey everyone, so if you want to keep on learning, I have those playlists of more videos that I recommended. We post videos daily here on FTD Facts, so come back each and every single day to learn something new. Okay, see you soon.